basically when you are drawing something that is shiny, versus something that is matte surface versus something that is wood or hair, you really got to pay attention to your edges, and you got to pay attention to your values. So as I'm working on this glass, when I first started the glass on the previous tutorial, I was just kind of messing around with it and I softened it up too much. But then what you would have to do if that was the case, you'd have to come back in and really chisel stuff. So you can see, like right over here at the bottom of this milk glass, I'm really starting to punch up the values. And since it is a shiny object, I really got to enhance my blacks. Okay, now if I was drawing something like fur, or if I was drawing something like wood, I would not have severe like blacks necessarily next to severe white highlights. And I don't really have too many white highlights in here. Basically, I have a lot of gray with a little bit of black, and I really need to keep this area of the top plane of the milk inside this glass catching some light. Okay, and so in the background over here, I'd have basically, when you're drawing something that is glass, you draw the values behind the glass. So I photographed this glass against a wood floor, and there's a bunch of different values that I can see through. But basically what I wanted to show you is down there, just this area of the glass looks like glass because I've punched up the blacks, I've got some highlights in there. Now if I wanted to make this thing really sharp, the rim of this glass, like right over here, perhaps I would punch this up with a nice sharp edge, and I wouldn't necessarily copy the reference like exactly, and maybe this back rim of this glass would go a little bit softer. Now I'm just working with a colored pencil on Bristol paper. I really should use some white chalk as well to pop some highlights, but what I just wanted to show you, this is just a really short tease tutorial, nothing major, and I'm just kind of screwing around with it. So let's come on down and let's really make this edge sharp. Okay, so now I lean back, hopefully my head's not in the camera, and I'm gonna pop this edge. So sometimes the values on the photograph may not be balanced, but I'm gonna try to balance them as I go with this drawing. Let me just turn that edge, make sure it doesn't go flat. And this milk that I poured into this glass actually had like these little bubbles, like it started to foam up. So I would try to do like a little bit of that. I'm not going to go black with the bubbles because the milk is actually white, so I'm just kind of putting like little dots. So basically texture is value control, pencil direction, understanding what you're drawing. Is it shiny or is it matte? A lot of little things like that. And I'm really just screwing around here with this pencil. If this was a painting, oh boy, there'd be so many more opportunities for me to really show the diverse textures with it. But just think, what is ever coming forward is sharp, whatever is going backward into the background is going to be a little bit softer. And the cookies really shouldn't be as sharp as this. So I probably would come on into the cookies and I would use my eraser and I would blur things a touch. Alright, so that's my short little clip for this milk glass. Alright, I'll see you guys soon.